Join me as I dive into the future of SGBX stock and try to predict what's next for this investment. SGBX stock has been on the radar of many investors lately, and for good reason. It's a company that's been making waves in its industry, and its stock performance has been pretty interesting to watch. In this video, we'll take a closer look at what's been happening with SGBX stock, discuss some of the challenges it's facing, and try to figure out what might be in store for its future. SGBX stock has been facing some tough market trends lately. The industry it's in is super competitive, and there are a lot of other companies vying for attention. Financially, SGBX has had some ups and downs, with some quarters being stronger than others. This uncertainty can be a bit of a roller coaster for investors, who are always trying to stay on top of the latest news and trends. One of the biggest challenges SGBX faces is competition from bigger, more established players. These companies have deeper pockets and can often undercut SGBX on price, making it tough for it to get ahead. Another challenge is the rapidly changing landscape of the industry. New technologies and trends are emerging all the time, and SGBX needs to stay on top of these to remain relevant. This can be a bit of a strain on resources, and it's hard to predict exactly how things will play out. The company's financial performance has also been a bit of a mixed bag. While it's shown some promising growth in certain areas, there are still some concerns about its profitability. Some investors are worried that SGBX might not be able to scale its business quickly enough to keep up with demand. All these factors combined make it a bit of a tricky time to be investing in SGBX stock. Despite these challenges, there are still some reasons to be optimistic about SGBX stock. The company has made some significant strides in recent months, including some major partnerships and product launches. These could potentially be game changers for SGBX and might help it get ahead of the competition. Analysts are also weighing in on the stock, with some predicting that it could see some significant growth in the coming months. Recent news has also been looking good for SGBX. The company has been making some smart moves to position itself for success, and some of these are starting to pay off. For example, its latest quarterly earnings report showed some impressive growth in key areas. This kind of momentum can be really important for a stock like SGBX, which needs to show investors that it's on the right track. So what do all these factors mean for the future of SGBX stock? Well, it's clear that there are some significant challenges ahead, but there are also some potential catalysts for growth. If SGBX can keep executing on its plans and stay ahead of the competition, it might be able to see some significant gains. Of course, there's always risk involved with any investment, but for those willing to take on that risk, SGBX might be worth a closer look. Looking ahead, one of the biggest things to watch will be how SGBX continues to innovate and adapt to changing market trends. If it can stay on top of these trends and keep delivering strong results, it might just be able to achieve its goals. Another key area to watch is the company's financial performance, particularly its profitability. If SGBX can show that it's able to scale its business and make money, that could be a major turning point for the stock. To recap, SGBX stock is at a bit of a crossroads right now. It's facing some significant challenges, but there are also some reasons to be optimistic about its future. The company's recent moves and analyst predictions suggest that it might be poised for growth. For investors, it's a complex situation that requires careful consideration. If you've got thoughts on SGBX stock or its future prospects, I'd love to hear them in the comments. Also, if you're interested in learning more about the stock market or specific investments, be sure to check out our other video for more insights.